Hey guys, what is up? It is me again, NintendoConsoleGamer, and today we're doing another episode of our weapon breakdown. We're doing the USP-45 Ballistics Handgun. If used properly, the USP-45 can be one of the most dominant guns in the game because of a few very important factors that make this gun a beast. This is the first secondary I'm reviewing, so let's get right into the numbers, starting out with the damage. The USP in and of itself, with no upgrades, can still be considered a fairly powerful gun, coming in at 33 damage to the head and 17 on the body per shot, meaning it will be a 4 to 6 shot kill, which is fairly high, especially for a secondary. This is going to be a very high 1.95x headshot multiplier, making headshots very important for this weapon. Now, if you put the least of the damage upgrades, which would be improved damage, or in this case, improved ballistics damage, you're going to find that your USP-45 is going to make the jump to 35 damage on the head and 18 damage on the body. That means it's going to be a 3 to 6 shot kill, so it will improve your headshot damage by a whole shot, so this is probably suggested. And you're also going to have the same headshot multiplier of 1.95x. Now, if you wanted to put the greater of the damage upgrades on it, which would be damage focus, or in this case, ballistics focus, you would find that you would be dealing a bit more damage, 38 damage on the head and 19 damage on the body. That means it's still going to be a 3 to 6 shot kill, so it really doesn't matter which one you equip if you're only going to equip one. This time it has a headshot multiplier of 2x, which doesn't make a huge difference honestly, but it is a bigger number, so thought I'd just throw that in there. However, if you want to equip both damage upgrades and go double damage, it's going to improve your performance a bit more, and this time it will take another shot off. It will be 40 damage on the head and 20 on the body, which is a 3 to 5 shot kill, so you do not need as many body shots this time, and that is a significant improvement. It can mean the difference between life and death, to be honest. So I would suggest equipping both, although it really depends on what you're running as your primary. And since 40 divided by 20 is 2, you're obviously going to have that same headshot multiplier of 2x. Those are all the possible combinations for damage, so now we're going to get into the rate of fire, which is about average probably for semi-automatics at 330 RPM. Oh, if your trigger finger is any degree of fast at all, you'll be able to get the maximum performance out of it, in terms of rate of fire, that is. So overall, you know, pretty average. The next stat we're going to look at is movement speed. Now this one is an easy one, as this gun will not hinder your movement at all. You will move at 100% of the normal speed. So it's a good weapon to switch to and run long distances if you're carrying a heavier weapon, and I suggest you use it that way. The USP-45 holds a magazine of 15 bullets, which is fairly healthy for a handgun, although not quite as hefty as the warp pistols, which I'll get into when we cover that weapon. But overall, not bad. You're going to be able to kill a few people within the magazine, and the reload time is quite fast, so that's really nice. Even though I run quickness on pretty much all of my loadouts, but that's mostly for the heavier guns that I use this with. Now, the next thing we're going to take a look at with this gun is its accuracy / recoil. And so we are going to flip over to Streets Prime and take a look at that. Now, as you can see, when you empty the mag of the USP-45, it's going to be mostly a round dot from extremely close ranges. That's a good thing. You always want that. It doesn't change when you aim down sight. Now, when you take a step back, you're going to notice there's a teeny bit of side-to-side action going on there. Nothing too worrying yet, but it is there. And when you aim down sights, surprisingly, it looks a little bit worse. You would expect it to look a little bit better, but it is a bit worse there, as you can see. When we shoot out the window here, you see that the side-to-side movement becomes somewhat worrying. It doesn't change when you aim down sights, so this might make you miss a little bit. Not quite as bad as the Scar, however. It's that time in the video again where I just give you my basic opinion of the gun and what I like to run with it. For my basic opinion of the gun, I think this gun can be a monster if you use it right. If you go for headshots and you're able to do that accurately, you're going to dominate. And you're going to kill people very, very fast. I believe this is one of the fastest killing guns in the game that's not a one-shot kill, if not the fastest. I believe it actually is the fastest gun in the game. Fastest killing gun in the game that is not a one-shot kill. So as you can see, you can drop people with headshots extremely quickly, and it might actually get to the point where it's a bit overpowered, but overall I think it's a very good secondary. There's no such thing as overpowered in Conduit 2. Not really, but I like the USP.45, and I like to run it on many of my loadouts, if not most. When I'm going for ballistics weapons that are not the well, even with the phase rifle, I still use it plenty. So personally, I like to run it with. Usually with another, this is how it's going to play out when I use a, either the Scar or the Spaz 12. I will probably be using double damage to get those optimal, the optimal 3 to 5 shot kill, except on someone wearing armor. I will most likely do that, and often my loadouts are going to have quickness anyway, and I think that's the most useful upgrade in that slot by far. So I'm still going to recommend that, even though this gun doesn't take that long to reload. And then stabilizer is usually on it. Actually, it's almost always stabilizer. I definitely recommend it. Makes it a lot easier to aim with hipfire in this gun, and for whatever odd reason, hipfire seems to be more accurate than aiming down sights anyway with this gun. So that's how I like to use it. You can just run it with no upgrades if you're gonna be using some kind of energy weapon or something. That's still fine, because it is still a decently powerful weapon. Actually, still a really powerful weapon, without any upgrades. So that is another thing that you could do as well. But I think that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you enjoyed this one as well. Sorry that this went up a little bit late in the evening. But anyways, my next video is going to be on the MP5K. So I hope you guys are looking forward to that. And if you haven't already, rate, like, I guess, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you did not enjoy, leave a dislike. I don't care. But yeah, that wraps up this video. So I will see you guys next time.